Hi, welcome to my August book haul. Really, this is a compilation of a whole bunch of books I've gathered. I think I'm going to share like 12 or 13 books. I have a lot more, but just haven't had the time to do book hauls or any videos, so I really wanted to share some books since so many are piling up. And then at the end, I'm not officially participating in the booktubeathon, but I really have been trying to read a bunch for it, and so I guess I'm participating, especially this weekend since I don't have as much time during the week to participate. So anyways, good to see all of you, and here's some books that I've gotten. So the first is Gardens of the Moon by Steven Erikson, and this is a fantasy book. I don't know a lot about it, which I'm perfectly fine with because I've heard great things from Kitty G, and I don't know who else, but I'm excited to read it, and I'm hoping it's a great fantasy book. Next is Night Watch by Sergei, and I can't say the last name. This book has been out for a while, and I've kind of had my eye on it for a while. Basically, there is fantasy creatures, I think like demons or vampires, things like that, and you have the light watch and the night watch, and the night watch makes sure that the dark creatures are doing what they're supposed to be doing and following the rules, and the light watch makes sure that the light creatures are following the rules, that they are like the good things they're supposed to be doing. And that's as much as I know. It's not a great description, but it's won a bunch of awards, and it just sounded particularly good. Next is Uprooted by Naomi Novak. This has been going around BookTube, and I think I've had my eye on it for a little while now, but I haven't read it yet, shockingly. It is a fantasy book. You guys have all heard the story of, but basically there's a guardian in a tower called Dragon, and he keeps the village safe from the forest of evil things, and every 10 years he needs to take a girl with him to the tower, and the main girl, of course, is chosen. So I've heard nothing but fantastic things, and I can't wait to read it. Next is Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. This is about the last execution in Iceland. Yes. A couple of people have given good reviews to this book. I'm not that into sad books, and I imagine if someone's getting executed, it's a bit sad, but I'm interested to check it out and see whether it's something that appeals to me. Next is My Real Children by Jo Walton. I've read Jo Walton's, among others, a long while ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I really loved it at the time. This book has been out for a little while now, but I saw it on Book Outlet for incredibly cheap, and I couldn't resist. It's about, I believe, an older woman who you think she's having Alzheimer's because she can't remember, like she's remembering 2 different pasts of, I think, her children or her grandchildren, but it turns out, I think, that there are alternate universes, so I'm excited to read it. Jo Walton is a fantastic writer, and I think it'll be amazing. And then we have A Natural History of Dragons by Marie Brennan. This is a book about a dragonologist. I don't know, a woman who studies dragons, and so it's kind of like if someone studied dinosaurs or monkeys. I don't know. She does that, and so obviously it's a fantasy book, but I'm hoping it's good. It's all about her adventures, so I think she's telling it like looking into the past. I've heard good things, and I'm hoping for a bit of excitement and adventure. So if you've read this book, please let me know if that's in there, but no spoilers. So next is The Absent One. This is the second book after The Keeper of Lost Causes by Jussi Alder Olsen. I cannot say that name. This is a foreign, I forget where he's from, but European author who is writing like mystery, suspense, thriller, and I'm really into this genre. I particularly love it after I read the Millennium Trilogy so long ago, and I read the first book and really, really loved it. It was such a fun thriller, good writing, good characters, and so I'm going to check out the second book. And as you notice, it is blue, so if I read it for the booktubeathon, I think that's one of the challenges. Next, I got Anne of Green Gables by Ms. Montgomery, and this book, of course, has been out forever. I love the movie series. I don't know if it was BBC, but the movie series when I was a kid, absolutely loved it. And I've seen, I'm kind of here and there on these covers, but they're all consistent and they're pretty colorful. I just wish the drawing was a little bit better. But for some reason, I had the urge to read these, and so I'm going to check them out. I am also currently reading Wildwood by Colin Mellery and his wife, Carson Ellis. I was surprised. I didn't think there were as many illustrations in the book as there were. There still isn't a bazillion, but they are really nice. I absolutely love the artwork. Just really, really love it. You can kind of get an idea from the front cover. And here's another example. It's just beautiful. The story is it's a middle grade book, one of the few younger books. I mean, I got Anne of Green Gables, but most of the books I got were an adult book. But I haven't been able to read YA lately. I just can't connect at all. But middle grade, I can read some, and definitely adult books. So this I've read a good chunk of. It's about a girl whose little baby brother gets taken by ravens into this wood, and so she goes after him, and then another boy ends up following her into the woods, and it's all about their adventures in Wildwood. It's just such a fun tale. It's not the world's best book, but so far it's a really enjoyable book, and I'm looking forward to continuing on. Alright, next is a series of books that you all well know, and I'm just going to run through them really fast and then give a description at the beginning, or at the end. We have A Theft of Swords by Michael J. Sullivan. I have read this one. We have Rise of Empire by Michael J. Sullivan. I've also read this one. I am currently reading Heir of Noveron, which is just super good. I'm about that far. I can't stop reading these books, so I'm trying to hold off a certain amount because I don't want them to disappear. But I haven't seen the pre-order on Amazon for the final book, so I really want that. I'm going to attempt to show you all of these books. Here are all the books except for one. The other thing is I've been using Scribd. I'm sure you guys have heard about it. It's basically the equivalent of Netflix for audiobooks and ebooks. I think it's fantastic. I was using Overdrive, but I hate waiting in line a million times to be able to download the audiobook I want to listen to, so I'd rather just pay like $9 a month to be able to do so. And they have a great selection. I am currently listening to, so I already listened to The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I had read the entire Millennium Trilogy maybe 5 years ago, and loved it, although the first 100 pages of the first book were quite slow at the time. And then obviously the wonderful author died, and so there was no fourth book, but I found out that the fourth book is coming out at the beginning of September, so of course I pre-ordered it, and I've been listening to the audiobooks. The narrator is so good, really enjoying that. So read The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I am currently listening to The Girl Who Played with Fire, and then I will listen to The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest hopefully by the end of this month. Because my new job, I drive to work about 45 minutes to an hour each way. It's great to be able to listen to the audiobook, and I also jog and listen to the audiobook. So as for the booktubeathon, the book I'm currently reading, I have The Heir of Noveron, Anne of Green Gables, Wildwood, and any of those other books I showed you I could read for the booktubeathon. Really, I'm just trying to read as many books as possible. So hopefully this video is not too long. I've been watching everyone's videos. I haven't really been commenting because, again, limited time, but I'm just so happy to be able to put out at least one video. So I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!